The gray area. Imagine this. A student submits a perfectly structured, thoughtful essay on the power of critical pedagogy, and she didn't even write it. AI did. Now pause. That same student ends her essay with a line, "Learning is what makes us human." The irony, the learning was outsourced to a machine. Welcome to 2025, where students aren't just using AI to cheat. Everyone's cheating and no one knows what to do about it. Part 1. The quiet revolution in the classroom. AI tools like ChatGPT are revolutionizing classrooms in ways we never expected. Some students see them as study partners. Others treat them as ghostwriters. Professors are struggling to keep up. They know students are using AI, but proving it? Nearly impossible. And when students deny using AI, what can educators really do? The result? Frustration, burnout, and in many cases, surrender. Part 2. The system cracks. Let's not pretend this is isolated. This is systemic. Professors are shifting from essays to oral exams. Others are going back to old-school blue books. But even that feels like patchwork. Some students are excelling in these AI-generated essays, yet they're missing the real experience of learning, of struggling with ideas, of finding their own voice. Education is beginning to feel hollow. Degrees are earned, but not always learned. Part 3. Professors versus AI, a losing battle. There are professors trying to embrace AI. One at UCLA even used it to write an entire textbook, claiming it led to the best class she's ever taught. But others see a darker picture. Some admit they're nearing retirement and just don't want to deal with the mess. Others talk about the emotional toll, how their passion for teaching is slipping away as students increasingly submit work that lacks soul because it's written by a machine. Part 4. Hypocrisy in the system. Here's the twist. While professors warn students against using AI, some are using it themselves to write lectures, to grade papers, and sometimes AI ends up grading essays it actually wrote. The boundaries are blurred, the ethics are shaky, and the future of higher education hangs in the balance. Part 5. Administrators are silent. So what are universities doing about it? Not much. During COVID, schools flipped entire systems overnight. But with AI, the urgency just isn't there. Why? Because it doesn't threaten the business model. Tuition still comes in. Degrees are still handed out. And the deeper problem, how students are actually learning, is swept under the rug. Part 6. The real danger. Post-literate society. Think deeper. If we stop learning to write, are we also stopping learning to think? Writing is more than just putting words together. It's a way of organizing thought. Without that process, will students lose the ability to reflect, to reason, to grow? Are we heading toward a post-literate society where critical thinking becomes a luxury skill reserved only for the elite? Part 7. Will AI widen the gap? AI can level the playing field, helping non-native speakers breaking down complex texts. But it can also create new inequalities. If writing becomes a rare skill, it'll become a privilege, something only taught at elite schools for students with time and money. Everyone else? They'll use AI and never know what it feels like to struggle with a sentence and come out stronger. Part 8. The students speak, a generation torn. Many students don't feel like they're cheating. They feel like they're surviving. With overloaded schedules, academic pressure, and part-time jobs, using AI isn't just easy, it feels necessary. Some say, if it's available, why wouldn't I use it? Others feel guilt, quietly admitting they no longer know where their thoughts end and the AI's suggestions begin. What happens to identity when your work is shaped by a machine? Part 9. The disappearing writer within us. One former student shared, "If ChatGPT had existed during my college years, I don't think I would have become a writer." Let that sink in. Writing isn't just a task, it's a journey. A painful, frustrating, fulfilling path that helps us discover who we are. AI shortcuts that process. It gives us answers but robs us of the transformation that only struggle can bring. And the scariest part, many students will never know what they've lost. Part 10. Moral panic, or wake-up call. Some argue this is just another tech panic, like calculators, spell check, or even the internet. But there's a difference. This isn't about correcting grammar, it's about generating thought. It doesn't assist the writer, it becomes the writer. And if we accept that, unquestioned, we risk normalizing a future where human thinking is optional. Is that progress or surrender? Closing, a thought to leave you with. So what happens when no one writes anymore? What happens when education becomes performance and AI takes center stage? The students using AI today aren't just cheating the system, they might be cheating themselves. And if we don't find a new balance between technology and learning, we may wake up in a world where no one thinks deeply anymore, because no one remembers how. End with a CTA. If you found this alarming or eye-opening, hit that like button and subscribe for more real stories behind the headlines. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Is AI helping us grow